Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be going back into the world of playing Legends here. Naya Legends has done pretty good for us, but there's a particular card I want to take a look at today because with all these different decks popping up, playing these enchantments, whether it's Dimir, whether it's Esper, whatever, Elesh Norn is pretty good because that's a bunch of enter the battlefield triggers that she just turns off. So let's find out if this card can actually help us get stuff done. We had it in an old version from like 2 seasons ago, but we haven't really played it this season, so I want to see if she still tracks. So anyway, getting in here, we're going to play some Get Lost and some Soul Partition so we have some removal. But then getting into a good quality 2 mana drop creatures here with Hajar to protect our creatures, Ruby to get us some extra mana, and of course Malira also to protect our creatures. Now it is arguable that we could play a bunch of Hajar or play a bunch of Malira, but because of the legend rule I decided to split them up here. Then we have Fortune, which can trigger some enter the battlefield stuff since we're already going to be playing Elesh Norn. Makes a lot of sense here. Moira, Trash Tactician. This is here for 2 reasons. One, it's a 2/4, doesn't die to cut down. I guess 3 reasons. Another is that it gives us mana, so it makes it easier to cast our 4 and 5 mana things. But also it gives us life, which is pretty big against those aggro matchups. So it does a lot of things here. And 4 toughness makes it quite a solid blocker. Then we have Biza, which does have an enter the battlefield trigger. So, you know, maybe you get life, maybe you get tokens, maybe you get cards. But why not if we can get it double? Let's go for it. Halana and Alena. Now, this doesn't really fit the bill for what we're trying to do necessarily. But it is great if we can play this on turn 3 after maybe a Ruby, or turn 4 after Moira. But if we have something like Annie Joins Up, we get that trigger twice, so we get to put counters on things multiple times, which is actually super good. And of course, Elesh Norn that we just talked about. And Elesh Norn triggers Dragonhawk multiple times, which is great, as does Annie Joins Up, also great. And we have Roxanne to get all those extra triggers. And this is like insane when you have Annie Joins Up and Roxanne and Elesh Norn. If we can get those, it just gets all out of control. And then of course we have Atali, enter the battlefield triggers, triggering again, probably going to be pretty good for us. Now the best part about this is if this is your jam, it's not that much different than the other versions we played earlier this season. So we'll have that link at the end of the video. All you got to do is go to the link in the description. It'll take you over to Moxfield, our channel sponsor, where you can download this and a pile of other stuff. But please watch to the end of the video because that helps the video out, of course. After all that, even if you want to just build this, maybe you want to play it in your store championship, maybe you have a commander deck you need to flesh out, check out our friends over at Tales of Adventure. That's TOAMagic.com. You can use code DRAGON. That's DRAGN. And you can save 5% on everything you get over there. And they have a pretty deep inventory, so you can go give them a look. But all that being said, let's go see if Elesh Norn really does stop the competition. All right, this seems like a little bit of a gamble, but I'm in. Do we get shot for 2? Or are we just staring at a 2/2 next turn? This is one of those games where we would like to draw like Moira or something like that. Would be pretty big. Wow, just to the dome. Wow, okay. Just the disrespect there. Like, I might have creatures later, opponent. I mean, they might just be playing a burn deck, though. Their whole plan might just be 20-0 as fast as possible. Damage all upstairs, you know? Yeah, you're going to 2-for-1 this? I love that. This also tells us they have no lightning strikes left, because I can't imagine a world where they wouldn't have used a lightning strike there if they had it. But it also means they're playing a lot of burn. All right, that's a thing that happens. Ooh, tough choice, but I think we go with this. If they have burn, maybe direct it at Halana and Alena. Also fantastic if it lives and we get an untapped land here. It has to be a red land, though. All right. Again, 2-for-1. Love that. Yeah, definitely not mad at that exchange. Okay, pass the turn. They do have 2 cards in hand. This could end up being live. We'll see. Bolt Wave puts us to 10. And that's all they have, it appears. Interesting. I wonder if they just have some sorceries that only target creatures or something. I was kind of hoping that would be a land there. to maybe set up an Atali, but no such luck. Oh, they had Furnace Rains. Bruh, really? Damn, Furnace Rains, huh? Yeah, just attack us. That's 7. I mean, and then you just kill us. So this is wild. So does this mean I have to leave mana up to kill our own creature? I guess I could leave up Plaza Heroes. That's wild. Alright. Oh, Biza. Sweet. Never mind. F leaving up Plaza Heroes. We'll just get our 4 life. And then I can still kill or soul partition our own stuff. So that's legit. This would make it cost 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's worth it. I'll just play my other one as a backup. Oh, man, wish I would have had that earlier. Could have got more life off Biza. Opponent's at 13. Yeah, I guess we attack. Thing is, if I do this, I don't get to kill anything, but then this would trigger for 4. It would just be lethal the next turn. I guess we go for it anyway. If they have another one, they have another one. I have to get at least one of these lands into play. Which works because now we can still kill our own thing. And if we get a land, we have a Tali. So, wow, crazy situation here. Opponent's deck sicko. Stoke the Flames us. Woo! Man, that Biza showed up just in time. Wow. I ain't gonna lie, respect, because I've been thinking about putting together just a for real burn deck, but this opponent went for real on the burn. So, credit to them. They were going for it. Yeah, this plays. Not conventionally, but it definitely plays. Deep Cavern Bats. All right. Come on. I was going to say, let me find another 2 mana thing there. That would have been great. Yeah, now I think we're wrecked. Drawing that Atali is not what we want to draw here. Opponent, you just saw my hand. Unless you're just really worried about what that other card is I picked up, you're better off just playing a spell here. I mean, that being said, they might just have, like, creature removal or something. Alright, we go with this. Now we'll see the go for the throats and stuff, right? Or Liliana. Oh, no. Alright. That's a thing. What do we do here? Do we just, like... I guess we get red. Like, is this where we just... Elesh Norn? I mean, just stay ahead, I guess? And attack? I mean, like, I don't know what else. Like, feels a little weird, but I guess that's the play. Man, a Rock Sand would have been huge there. Soul Partition this time. That's a relevant card to get rid of. Alright. Interesting they're not doing much here. I mean, we don't... I mean, I guess we get a card off of this. So that's something. And we get life. I mean, we're just trying to do some work. Nice. Don't hate those at all. Alright. And we can cast both of them next turn. Actually, if we get untap play, we can also just cast a Tali, which is sick. Oh, Bloodletter, you are not long for this world, friend. I promise you that. Fortunately, we have so much life, we don't really care that much. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can't do that yet. So the backup plan is... play this. Not like that arena. Let's go ahead and do this then. because Arena's just going to make this awful on us. Let's do this first. Get rid of you. And then we'll do this, because I just want to set up having the Atali next turn. Alright. Oh, you know what? I messed up. I could have just played the Annie Joins Up. It would have triggered twice, because I have Elesh Norn. I could just use one card to kill both their things. That was stupid. Ugh. That had so much potential, and I goofed it. Alright, well, we have way more mana to do everything we want to do here anyway. Triple trigger on Atali. We get all the things. Well, that'd be enough to do it. And we get an Enduring Tenacity. Like, look at this. We're just going off. This is sick. Oh my god. Yo, these are the turns of why you build a deck like this, right? Like, we literally just assembled Voltron. So we got double mana, Elesh Norn triggered Atali twice, but then we also had the Annie Joins Up that got us a third trigger, and then we have triggers entering the battlefield that are triggering, because Roxanne would have made two things, but would have made a third thing, but then each of those coming into play deals damage, which would have got doubled by Elesh Norn. So the opponent was very dead. Like, yeah, that was a wild one against Mono Black. Alright, I'm going to keep. We have 2 turns to draw an untapped land for Fortune, and we have a Soul Partition. We'll see if that's enough to do anything. The answer is usually no, but we'll see. Great. Don't love seeing that. Alright, pass a turn. I would really like a 4th untapped land. Give us some options. I mean, Fortune might be able to find something, though. Wow, the disrespect. Well, I guess that means they have other Sheltered by Ghosts, so we at least know that, because they're not just going to waste that if they don't have another plan, you know? Ooh. Don't know if we need another one of those, but I kind of need another land. Sucks that it's tapped, but we'll take what we can get, I guess. I mean, if they have a land, they'll just play the Scavenger, and then the next turn play the other Sheltered by Ghosts, I guess. And here comes that Sheltered by Ghosts, right? No, an Ossification. Okay. That works. Pass the turn. So now we have to figure out how to play our cards right here. Because they could have Charge Mage's Rescue, which gives something hexproof. But if they play a second creature, then we're probably going to play Biza anyway. Because we'll get a little bit of life, we'll get a token. Kind of makes sense. Yeah. And that's what should happen here. Though, it is also a clear opportunity for us to get to kill something. So I wonder if we just take the opportunity. Because we don't really care if they Shelter by Ghosts and he joins up, right? I mean, it's good, but we don't care. Alright, let's go and get rid of Skrelf. Because that'd be a nuisance later if we don't. Especially if we get our other removal and we need to get rid of a Scavenger or something, like... Because here's the thing, even if they Sheltered by Ghosts... Oh, they have Ethereal Armor. Like, if we could get rid of the Scavenger, say, with the Get Loss, if they were to get rid of Annie Joins Up, then we technically get to kill 2 things, because Annie Joins Up would come back into play, and that would be a whole thing. Alright, opponent's just going for it here, just loading up. I mean, I can respect it. I guess we go here and get our life, since we can get it twice. We don't get anything else. Oh, that's not true. We get 2 tokens. Do I use that knowing I have this in hand? I think the answer is yes. Pass the turn. Because here's the thing. If they don't get rid of Biza here... Okay, they had another Shelter by Ghost. Because if they didn't, then we would have just used Malaria to make sure Biza comes back, and that would have been kind of fun. But alright. We'll take our 10 plus, because there's probably another Rage or something here. There's 1 Sheltered by Ghosts. Armor. Alright. Yep. You got it. And I wonder if that last card is a Charge Mage's Rescue, the way things are playing out here. So I don't know what our real option would be under the circumstances, but, you know, can just do what we can do. All right. Make Malira a 7. No attacks. I mean, here's the bad part. If it is a Shard Mage's Rescue, we're probably still wrecked. No, Heartfire Hero. Because just blocking 9 doesn't do anything. So, I'm just going to block with this. And we need to get that out of their hand anyway. So, it was exactly a Shard Mage's Rescue. Alright, so we're dead anyway. Didn't have much choice, though. Had to go for it. Yep. Could have blocked with Malera, but no good. Ooh, it's an easy mulligan. Couldn't cast anything there. Alright, at least here we have a couple removal cards. That can hopefully buy us some amount of time. And, ooh, a Leaf Crown Visionary. That's not what I was expecting to see there. Hadn't seen that in a minute. Alright. So we're playing Black-Green Elves. Oh, they're probably playing the new elf. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, I guess we have to kill this. Actually, I probably want to soul partition this and kill the Tyvar. That would make more sense. Tyvar's scarier than that. Like, while that does pump their team and stuff, like, I'd rather just Tyvar be out of the way. Alright. Reclamation Sage. Sure. You may destroy opponent. You don't have to target one. I mean, you can. I was going to say, like, you don't have to. I'm not going to force you, but seems a little crazy. All right. We have more than enough mana now, deck. You can slow down at least a little bit. Yep, you got it. You got it. Love that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead here and just play this. So we have more mana next turn. Get rid of that. And then, even if they kill our Roxanne, we could play both of these. Oh, opponent, you have no idea the big thing is coming. Let's do this. Yeah, so we don't take any damage here. Didn't need that anyway. I mean, I guess I could still play... No, I've already played a land, right? Yeah. Alright. And now Malira can protect Dragonhawk here. Yep. Do your thing. This is wild. It's like sort of an elf deck, but it's been mostly removal and just a couple of elves, which is cute. Let's... Do I attack and see if they block? Because I'm not I don't hate that. I guess we do this first, and then I'll just attack with both. Why not? Ah, just Plaza of Heroes. Though what's cool is I can use a Plaza of Heroes here and not have to care. Instead of even having to blow up a dude. So yeah, let's do that. Yep. And since they both die, because the other one went away, we're in good shape now. Sure. Let's target this. So then if we sacrifice this, this will come back. Little funny interaction there with Malira and Hajar. You got it. Wow. All right. Feel pretty good. We at least survived the elves for the most part here. Jeez. So many lands. Would have been nice to at least get a creature land or something. I'll just hit them for 2 at this point, and I'll play this. We drew all 4 of our Plaza of Heroes? Wow. Okay. Well, the good news is we're at least mostly protected from removal spells at this point, so... And the opponent's only at 3, so it looks like they're dead here. Don't think they have a quality way to deal with our dragon. Yep. I think I have to mulligan this one, because even if we get a 3rd land, that's still not a good hand. This is a lot better, though. Let's keep this. I might hate getting rid of that Biza later, but we'll see. Okay. I don't mind situations like this, because now if, like, Ruby dies, we can take a chance on Moira. If Moira dies, then maybe we scry on this. Oh, this is graveyard stuff here. Yep. Alright, we'll just play this then. No attacks. Founding the 3rd path. They get to kill a Ruby, I bet. Yep. Tends to be the case. Are we just reanimating? Is that the plan? I mean, I for real don't know. I mean, we got none of our spot removals, so none of this does anything. Alright, so now they're just going to be looking to put something in the yard before that goes off next turn. Alright, so... what's our plan here? If Annie joins up to get rid of this, does that particularly help us? Probably not, other than giving us a permanent in play if we end up needing to get rid of, like... what's his name? The demon guy, if he shows up? Alright, I guess I'm going to do this. Gets us a little bit of life, and it sets up some, you know, extra stuff with Lana, whatever, next turn. Maybe some extra dragon triggers if we draw them. But otherwise, I don't know. Alright. Demon in hand goes to the yard. Nope, just a land. Wow. I assume you'll respond to try to put something else in the yard here, because there's 2 zombifies over there. Nope, they're just going to kill a creature. Okay. I mean, we don't hate it. I mean, it feels like that could have been a lot worse for us. Man, Elesh Norn's not even bad, really, if we have this thing, right? Oh, because that's not an ETB trigger. Sure. Discard that, I guess. I mean, we've had such a slow hand. We've not really done anything. Their deck is all... What are they reanimating? They're obviously playing a reanimator deck, but... what's even going on? Sure, I guess. I mean, maybe they're just going to hard cast something here. I don't know. Or maybe their deck is just all removal, and that's what they're aiming for. Alright, Terror Tide. Sure, you get the anti-joins up. I mean, I assume they can just kill Fortune here. Yeah, that seems legit. Not the best little 2-card combo here, but... go attacking. Soul Partition. Alright, we'll take that. That's not bad. I mean, they're getting an 8/8 no matter what here when they attack. We'll attempt to block here since that first strikes. They probably play another one or just reanimate the same one. All right. We'll attempt. But the counters. Man, 1 mana short of being able to play Soul Partition and protect the Fortune here. So this is more just got to make a decision. So just want that trigger. And then before they get a chance to block. All right. Okay. Because they might have kept a sweeper in hand, realistically. Oh, no. All right. Well, just going to do that. We'll eventually just get the Elesh Norn into play and then see what happens. But Terror Tide is a real Magic card right now. Sure. Oh, they're like, oh, you left something on top. You probably want that. No, actually, I don't want it that bad. But good logic from the opponent. I would think the same thing. Let's get... why did I get colorless? I should have got a color. That was dumb, actually. But I guess let's get... I guess it doesn't matter. I can't activate my creature land anyway. But at least now if they try to kill something, I can activate the other land. I only have 4 mana left. Won't be able to play this, but... you know what? I am going to do that. And I'm going to protect this. So anything we get will have haste here. And we could be potentially looking at lethal if... no, wouldn't be quite enough. Oh, hey, what's making noise over here? I think Facebook tried to make noise on me. Alright, we'll go with this. Put counters on it. Go to attack for 5. Alright. I mean, they're obviously looking for a sweeper or some such here. Spot removal works too, because they'd be able to kill something and block with their 4/4 land. Ooh, this is a decision. Because if we get the land, then we just... ooh. But Ruby could be bigger if we find... I think we have to get rid of this. Because Ruby does allow us to play Elesh Norn and whatnot, so... or this. Like, this also works. Actually, I'm going to Elesh Norn first here. And let's just see what they do. Okay, Kiora. Doesn't do anything, because Elesh Norn says you don't get to do anything there. And then that should do it. Yeah, that's it. Because now we just get 2 triggers. One's going to get rid of Kiora. And then that. Oh, but I forgot. These 2 cards play well together. I totally forgot. So you have the Roxanne trigger that sees Elesh Norn and says, okay, and you're going to make an artifact when it comes into play. So you get to make 2 artifacts. However, each artifact also says because of Roxanne, when it enters the battlefield, it gets to deal 2 damage. So Roxanne alone with Elesh Norn is 8 damage when she enters the battlefield, which is wild. But yeah, either way, we survived a deck that was basically all removal, and opponents just trying to make 8/8s, I guess, off of Kiora, which was wild. But yeah, Deadly Cover-Up, the multiple Shieldred's Edicts, they discarded Terratide. Like, yeah. That's a fairly good win, though. Oh, gosh. All right, we're going to keep this. If it's not some crazy aggro thing, this hand's going to do next to nothing, especially on the draw. I would generally say this was probably a bad keep. Hopeless Nightmare, you got it. I'm just going to get rid of this tutor. Yeah, because I need to be able to cast some things. This is probably where they play Pixie. Oh, and then they'll pick up one of their Hopeless Nightmares. And that'll be a whole thing. Yeah, it resolves. We'll discard probably this. Even though it can get rid of a token, which is cute. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. I mean, if they don't have any other threats, they're probably just holding removal or something. So it's just like, might as well take our time. Nothing else is happening. Flash something in. A Flood Pitch Drowner. Well, that makes sense. I mean, this hand's doing a whole lot of nothing. So opponents got all day to do whatever they want. Yeah, we'll let them scry. Interesting. They're not wanting to keep that, which makes it feel like they probably have something else to kill a creature already. Oh, how do our opponents just never have lands on top? Like, come on, man. Throw us a bone. Well, good news is if this lives, regardless, it at least still generates mana, and that's what's important. And it'll get us life. So they get Kaito. Kaito probably comes in, taps Morera. They didn't even have to, though. They could play their Siren to block, so that's actually not that big a deal. They can just draw a card here.
Information is its own weapon.
Alright, and they have plenty of manas. Interesting. They're not even saving that for their other creature. It was like, F it. Let's go. Oh, well, that's cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's like a perfect amount of mana. How awesome. Ooh, if I do this first, well, I'll get cards either way, right? I should have played Biza first. I would have got a treasure, too. So many things happening here. Ah, well. Let's just do this. Get rid of that. And we'll do this, get our life. Get us a card. Attack for 2. Alright. We'll have to discard this, so it's not a big deal. We already know that's coming. Because I assume they're going to pick up one of their Hopeless Nightmares here. Because that would make the most sense. Fable Passage. All right. Opponent had a great start to a pretty slow hand for us, so this is one of those ones that even if we lose, I'm not going to be too heartbroken, because this feels like kind of as good as we could have hoped for in a way, you know? I guess green? Play this Knucklehead. Play this. Get our attacks on. I mean, these are all safe attacks. Like, seems good. Probably could have got away attacking with the Restless Bivouac too, but I wasn't sure what the opponent might draw here, and I sort of wanted to protect ourselves, our big creatures. But attacking with the 3/3 there, could have traded for both of those, which could have been pretty nice. However, the opponent's at 9 now, so they're not as inclined to be aggressive either. Well, that's 3 life they get to block with. Does set them up with a much better situation. And that gets a 2/2, so you know what we're looking for? Roxanne. Or I would also take Annie Joins Up. Both would be acceptable here. I mean, this is pretty good. The opponent attacks, blocks, or, you know, bounces a thing. So the question here is, do I give up my land to force them to hard cast their Kaito? Because if we let them bounce the Kaito, then they play Kaito and this. Which they can do that anyway, right? What do we do here? Kaito taps Biza. We attack with both of these. We trade some stuff off. Yeah, sadly, I think it's worth it. Don't love that option, but I think it's what we got to do. And we still have 7 mana left over, so if we were to find a Tali or something, we can still cast it. Opponent's just opting to see what they draw first before playing the Kaito. Which they still have Flood Pits, Drowners, and other stuff. There's a lot of things they can draw here. But these are the types of matchups where Elesh Norn is actually really good. Turning off these, turning off the Flood Pits, Drowners, you know, all that stuff. Alright. Opponent's at 12, so I'm just going to send these Knuckleheads over here. Just force them into a situation. Do they have anything good in their graveyard? They have nowhere to run. That's about it. Alright, we'll accept that. I mean, that's as good as anything here. Attacking with both of them. Are we just trying to draw cards here? Alright, well, I guess I block. Of course, now I'll draw a Tali and only have 6 mana, but is what it is.
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
I only blocked because I thought they were probably going to play the Enduring Curiosity there, but they actually didn't, which was kind of a surprise. Truly thought they were going to, though. Alright, and they'll get a card. Oh, they already drew their card for the turn, so that's just a body. Okay. That's not terrible. And we get some more life, so that helps. Two triggers. Ooh, Lana would have been good a while ago. Now that we have 4 extra damage, though, do we even care about attacking Kaito? I don't think so. Alright, you get a Flood Pitch Drowner. Probably still doing the same things here. Just attacking. Just doing attackery things. Probably should have attacked with just Ruby there, but whatever. The thing is here, I don't even know if I should play a land or if I should just deal the full 4. That's the intriguing part. I think I'm going to do this. And now it's just, do I kill 2 creatures or the 2/3 flyer? Because that getting bounced and then blah, 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 blah is the whole thing. But I think we do this and just try to fight our way out of it. In the turn. Yep, you got it. Dragonhawk's tapped. Man, where's our Elesh Norn all this time? If we'd had Elesh Norn, this game would have been over. Now we're dead. Yeah, now they're just going to have too many cards. Alright, GG's opponent. I'm just giving this one up. That's already 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, we'll play a turn, but the game's over. Ah, man. We had answers. Actually, even honestly, if we could have got Roxanne, that would have been good too. Because then we could have just picked off Kaito forever ago. But we just didn't draw any of our major cards. It took us too long to draw Dragonhawk even, sadly. But now they can just start bouncing multiple things. They can use the Drowner to put the Dragonhawk away. Yep, that makes sense.
Control the fight. Control the outcome.
So I feel like I pretty much have to draw like exactly Dragonhawk to even have a chance here. And even that's not a guarantee. But yeah. That's gonna do it. We don't really have a way out of this. Get green, I get. Get red. Doesn't really matter. So if I do this, best we can do is shoot the opponent for 2 or get rid of one of those. They've got blockers which are going to gain life. Yeah, unfortunately just not good enough. Took too long to draw it. Dang, tough one. I'm going to keep this, but this is a straight up gamble. Like, if we're playing against some like Gruul red decks or something, this might be viable. But with no green mana, we're not doing much right now. Well, it is a green-red deck. Just not the way I expected it was going to be. What you got, opponent? What kind of crazy... Oh, we're just playing straight-up raccoons? It'd be interesting if we are. But, that being said, there's been a few different aggro decks running around with green again lately, which is awesome. So this could just be just some for real Gruul Aggro-y stuff. You gonna protect it? Probably. Nope, not this time. Well, sadly that's tapped, but it is green mana, so we'll take it. Spinner of Souls. And they don't have any other mana? Sure. Ah, dang it. I was hoping we were going to get it there. I was thinking, man, maybe we get away and just... I'm going to go ahead and do this and just start loading the board. Give us some protection for next turn. The other good part about Ruby is Ruby having haste means she really only costs like 1 mana on the later turns. Alright. I don't really play much Aloe Alchemist. I see it in a few lists. I've not had good luck with it, so I've definitely forgone that card many times. Alright, now we're starting to turn the corner a little bit. It's just, do we drag it? Now let's do this. Get rid of that. Then we attack. Alright. So the defensive hand came through. We bought ourselves enough time to find the green mana. Now we have 3 green sources, and this should not be a problem. Between Annie joins up, this, the Roxanne, like, we've got answers. They've got questions, we've got answers. Lots of them. Get rid of that. Attack with all that. All those triggers. All the extra damage. For 2. And another 2. And then all that hits. And opponent's at 1. And this is just Greed Factory here. Yep. That'll take care of business. So yeah, y'all have to say, Ruby and Moira did a lot of heavy lifting in this list. And we had a couple of really close ones on those losses. Just cards didn't come up the way we wanted to. But this deck actually is legit. It's viable. It has answers against everything. The white cards really come through as far as removal. Elesh Norn gets to turn some stuff off, plus like triggers everything. And Annie Joins Up actually works with the majority of the cards in the deck. So yeah, we have a lot going on here that's actually really good. So if you're wanting to update your Legends deck, I say go for it. Here's an opportunity to kind of take something you had from weeks ago and get it up to speed for the current meta. Just play very carefully and watch your mana in your opening hands, because you do need to be very careful on your mulligans, as you saw in those games. Mulliganing makes a big difference. But, you know, that's standard for you. There's tons of different things we can play right now, and this is probably the best standard we ever had. So check out the next video and get better acquainted with what you can play. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.